Welcome back to another episode of the Sit Down Talk podcast. My name is Kier, and I'm Noémie.
I'm out.
And we go ahead.
Why you gotta do that?
Nah, because I want this to be the Kier and Kier podcast. I got some stuff to say.
Okay, it can be.
Oh, okay, it can be.
Didn't it start being Kier and them? Remember, everybody was mad. Be like, what about her? What about her and the family?
Nah,
it's
man.
not just about you, Kier.
I don't even like talking about myself enough for this to be the Kier and Kier podcast.
This used to be the Kier and them podcast. I was the them. Wow.
The whole family was the them.
It was only me and E at the time.
Yeah, y'all were the whole family.
Okay. Go ahead. You already introed myself. Hi, guys. You know who I am now. Already. Are we going to hug? What are we going to do? Because this can be the Noémie podcast.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Go ahead, sis.
I don't want to.
Go ahead.
I don't want to.
Where were we? God
you started
damn it. Me and my big mouth. All right, let's do this again. Welcome back to another episode of the Sit Down Talk podcast. My name is Kier, and I know it. All right, no, I'm not. I love you. No, all right.
Do you? Do you?
Do I?
Do you?
Do I? Do I? All right, come on.
Talk to yourself.
Yes. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Sit Down Talk podcast. My name is Kier.
And I'm his wife.
Hey, yo, what's so weird? I'm like, hey, aren't you Noémie's husband? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, damn. Hi. Oh, come on, man. Let's get it together. Last time. All right. Welcome to another episode of the Sit Down Talk podcast. My name is Kier.
And I'm Noémie.
And we welcome you. Clap it up for you for being there.
I always hit the camera during the clap.
Clap. If this is your first time here, welcome. Go make sure that you binge all of our old episodes, catch you up to date so you know what we're talking about and how we got here. But if you are a group of people that we affectionately refer to as the repeat offenders.
Can I say something about the repeat offenders real quick?
Go ahead.
Y'all been rocking with us for almost 8 years.
It's been a long time.
Like what?
I think that deserves
7 years. 7 years because we started in 2018.
7 years, yeah, when he was a little baby.
That's wow.
And you've been here the whole time.
Wait a second. What month are we in?
This
7-year anniversary, I think, is in July.
This may be July when we're filming this. We don't know.
Well, when we're yeah.
But hug time. Come on, bring that thing in. Bring it in. Oh, yes. You smell like fresh laundry, but stale bread. That's an interesting mix. I like that on you. Today, we are... See, this is the thing. So, look at... You know what?
What we doing today, babe?
Can you intro it for us?
Today we have, what is it when you we're trying to get our sillies out. What do we tell the kids?
Oh, I don't even know.
Sydney be like, I gotta get my sillies out, mommy. I gotta get my sillies, or shake my sillies out, or something. We're just not in a serious mood today.
This is our least serious episode that we've done in a long time. What?
The set.
Oh, those are the spoons?
Yeah.
Man, if you
it ain't the Sit Down Talk if we don't go off on a tangent.
Man, y'all know how it is. If you're listening on audio, we just found a box of silverware.
There are trolls hiding in our house that steal our utensils.
He's stealing the utensils, man. It's getting old.
They're all gone.
It's getting old. It's starting to piss me off. And they
you
still
gotta find them
sometimes.
And beat their ass.
They steal everything but student loan debt.
Listen,
come on,
got the wrong priorities.
So today we are. This is going to be a fun episode.
Yeah, we've been deep for a while, and see, we couldn't even make it through a real conversation. So we're just trying to do something fun, still relationship and connection focus. But y'all, like, we need a break.
That was good timing right there.
So like I said before, we are not trying to be deep all the damn time. We already doing the work. We need to shake it up and spice it up a little bit. And I don't even know how spicy this is gonna be. I hope it's not dry.
Nah, I ain't even speaking that into existence. But the thing is, like, even with content, like relationship content, there's a tendency to overemphasize on the depth and connectivity of relationships, but every moment in your relationship is not an opportunity for connection. Yeah. Like some spots just exist. They just are.
As you can see, or maybe you can see from our moods, that things have been very deep. Things have just been heavy for reasons that I don't think it needs to be heavy for. And one of the things Kier was just talking about, how like when we look at relationship content and we look at, just couples content in general, like it's always like the yes, and like cool, but like okay, like okay. But what does it actually look like on a day-to-day? Yeah. And how do you keep that connection? The connection, I'm going to just be honest with you. If you watch our sit-down talk and you try to have your partner with you unprompted and sit down and try to have an impromptu deep conversation with them, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I don't want to have no impromptu deep conversation with you.
A conversation that you watched the whole podcast episode and you had a chance to think about what you think and think about how you feel and think about what you want to say. And then the expectation is for this person to just jump into that mode of thinking without any of that inspiration or motivation.
Please don't bulldoze me with feelings when I'm not prepared.
Please don't bulldoze me with feelings. Please don't bulldoze me with expectations of how the thing is supposed to go. That those expectations only satisfy the thing that you want.
And you want immediate satisfaction. Like, like give me a second. I just woke up, bro. Like,
it's so much content talking about how everybody else is the person who's the problem. Are we?
Yeah, we're never this far apart. Because then they're going to be like, look at them. They don't want to talk about relationships no more because they hate each other.
Most people don't understand themselves or their partner well enough to evaluate me. So you can say what you want. I don't care.
Can I just deviate just 1 second? Yeah. It was one of the videos that was on there. And somebody created this entire narrative about us and be like, oh, his wife is black. She's probably cheating on him. She doesn't know how to appreciate a good man. Or it's like, where's the wife? I see the husband with the kids all the time. And where's the wife? Right there on the couch looking at them. Like, chilling. He got it.
Yeah.
He got it.
Chilling. So you got to learn how to chill.
But it's just like, it's not common, but it'll just be those comments every now and then. And I'm just like, this is probably your first interaction with us. Like, the narrative that you created is basically based on some type of projection. It's like, where do you get that from, like, us?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Social media is where people go to project and also to mistake attention for connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens all the time.
I mean, some posts and, some little pockets of the internet are really helpful and really joyful and really positive. But I think it's just like those couple of toxic comments. It's like you have a beautiful pot of soup or whatever, like just a little bit of salt can throw that all the way off.
That's true,
like,
man.
For real.
That's true.
But anyway, enough of these analogies. We're gonna go into some rapid fire.
Yes.
Okay, rapid fire.
Rapid fire
questions. We got 20. All right, we got 20, and if you know us, we be getting through like 3 because we be having a dissertation about every single one of them.
So let's create a safe word. If it's going on too long.
Can we say pineapples?
No. Let's just say wrap it up.
Okay.
Like, hey,
can I add some razzle dazzle to the wrap it up?
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Like, just wrap it up, bro.
All right now.
Either wrap it up or land the plane.
Land the plane, bro.
Land the plane. All right, we good.
So I separated into categories that I thought would be interesting that, I kind of related to kind of the stuff that we talk about, but we just wanted to make it a little bit more fun. So category 1 is who's most likely to. The rules of this category is if you got something to say in addition to your answer,
make it quick.
Got
it. Okay.
All right.
I'm on it.
All right. We're both going to answer it for this round. Oh, okay. We're going to do a countdown. 1, 2, 3. We going to say.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
Who's most likely to plan a last minute trip? 3, 2, 1.
Noémie. What?
You last minute.
What trips do I plan?
I'm thinking about the last minute part. You talking about the trip part.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on a trip, but you going to do something last minute.
Oh, 1,000%.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 Kier.
Okay. And then if it's a trip, 1, 2, 3 Noémie, because I got 3 trips. I'm just waiting for him to be in a good enough mood to be like, babe, I already priced it out. This is the day we can
good
leave.
Enough
this
mood
is where
to
we're
talk
going.
budget. We almost there though.
Yeah, I got to pick and choose my times because if I go on the wrong time, you're going to be like, no, we ain't going on no vacations this year.
To people who don't know us like that, I never say no. We ain't going on no vacations this
You
year. I'm not a
definitely
dictator.
said that.
I said, looking at the budget, I think it would be best if we forego vacations
That's
this year.
not what you said, bruh. That's not what you said. You was like, yo, like we not going on no vacations this
I
year.
prefaced that entire conversation with, "This is my proposal for the financial budget."
All right,
You can counter it.
Wrap it up.
Exactly.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, all right. I ain't trying to spend us to homelessness, man.
Number 2. Who's most likely to fall asleep during a movie? 1, 2, 3.
Kier 1000.
Fall asleep. Yo,
I fall asleep while falling asleep.
Listen, remember how you were like, damn, like I've been so tired since I had these kids. I was talking to Donnie, and Donnie was like, that been tired forever. He always and I remember you and me got into a huge argument because you was like, I'm tired because of the kids, because of this. I'm like, babe, ever since I known you, you will fall asleep anywhere, sitting up with your eyes open even. Like, you can fall asleep anywhere at any time. You're just a tired boy.
I'm a yellowfin tuna, man. I got to keep moving on. I ain't going to survive.
He sit down, he out.
It's a wrap. I'm done.
He out.
I'm done.
And it's so hard to wake him up.
I'm done.
Okay, this one's interesting. Okay, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Who's most likely to ghost everyone for a day of peace? 3, 2, 1. Both of us.
No. You like hanging with the girls. Like, you will go.
True.
You will go with the Forever Bays and go on a cabin trip.
That's
and
true.
go see Usher.
And then I'll come back and not speak to anybody for a week.
Yeah, see, my not speak to anybody for a week is preemptive.
Got you.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Kier don't even like people for real.
I don't like people for real. People be too chatty. Like, why does everybody always want to talk?
Yeah.
And then it don't even be interesting. It just be people wanting to hear their thoughts out loud.
But you know what it is? I think people have always been chatty because you used to be mad chatty until you became a content creator.
Content creator and father.
Yeah.
I mean, and post-pandemic.
Yeah. Your biology just completely changed after you got married. Then you got married. Then COVID hit. Because you were still chatty when we had said in the beginning. I mean, I said when we had Emery in the beginning, but she was only 2 when COVID hit. So I can't really tell with your personality.
The number of people talking to me just exponentially grew, and I just have no desire to talk to people outside.
He talked out, man.
Yeah, unless it's a meaningful conversation. Sports, politics, I can talk about, but don't give me no business proposal in the middle of a dinner. Like, what are you doing?
Which happens. Or
I have 4 on my phone right now.
Can you mentor my son or my husband? Or can you
mentor my husband? Is crazy, but it's not untrue.
Okay, let's wrap that up. Be nice with this one, okay?
All right.
Who's most likely to start a deep conversation during errands? 3, 2, 1. Noémie. I love it. Yo, when I get in a groove, I be mad at myself. In my head, I be like, Noémie, shut up. I just can't.
I used to have my PlayStation in our room because we got like a little. I call it a bedroom lobby. We got like a little place for a couch, and a TV. And I used to have the PlayStation in the room. It's now moved to my office because Noémie will come in and she'll start talking, and like she don't get the clues that you don't want to talk. So
it's not that I don't get the clues. I just don't care.
You're right. You don't care, and it's just it's one thought leads to another. You know how fireworks go. That's how our thoughts go, and it's like, yo, that's what's up.
And I say everything out loud.
But like, I'm chilling. It's quiet.
Listen, I don't got nobody else to talk to but these children.
Nah, you gotta find somebody else. Nah, you cooking me, man. You cooking me. I be chilling.
He be right there.
It be quiet. Like it's quiet.
My friends got kids, man. Like they don't got time to talk to me at 9:00 at night. You the only one. It's either you or my mom, and I'd rather talk to you sometimes. Not even rather talk to you. I'd rather just talk to myself and you be there to listen.
But that, you know what? That's the one thing that makes it all. She is not a person like you need to pay close attention to every single word I'm saying. If it were that way, I don't think our relationship would work.
I just want to hear myself.
Yeah,
talk.
she just want to hear herself. Sometimes, like, don't get it wrong. Most of the time, I'm like, all right, what's up? You know, sometimes I'm super engaged. Sometimes I'm not. But sometimes I just be wanting to chill, and she comes in my space with mad words and noise. And I'm like, dog, having a quiet moment.
I just be waiting for like that one response, or like when he smiles and he's not talking about work, and I go like, "Ooh, this is my chance. Let me just dump and say it." I mean, not emotionally dump, but let me just say all my words.
Freudian slip. Nah, dump is right.
No, I'm dumping, but not like emotionally dumping. Like, baby, you got to fix this, this, and this. It's just like all the words that I wanted to say. I'm with my children in that car for so long, and I can't talk to them about nothing. Their conversations be dry. I don't want to talk about what they want to talk about. Oh my God.
Wrap it up.
One thing. Your oldest is just like me. You ask her, baby, what color is the sky? Well,
and it's a backstory, and there's a reason to the backstory. You have to get greater context, so you got to hear the adjacent story, and then there's a list. There's always a list. Well, let me think. There's boom, 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 boom. That number one is because of this. Oh my God.
We're the same.
Streamline that thing,
We got through the first category.
That's a sit down talk first.
We've never gotten through anything.
We did
all
well.
right. We still got 3 more to go. All right, number 2. Love and habits. Okay. Here we're going to get into like what we do every day and what it's like being in a real relationship with us. Okay.
It's like being on a game show.
It is.
It's like pop the balloon without the stress.
We're both going to answer each question. Okay.
Disparaging comments on your character. Go ahead.
Number 1, what's one small thing that I do every day that makes you feel loved?
You walk by me and you just give me like a little touch. I like that.
Really?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is kind of similar to yours. I love it when you like, I love it when you touch me without smacking my ass. I like it when you smack it too. But it's like when you walk past me and I'm like I'm always like ready for the smack. And you just, or you like kiss me real quick. It's like a real gentle touch. I really like that.
Okay. Put that in the inventory.
Yeah. Not that I mind you smacking my ass, but it's always like a surprise.
That's not going anywhere.
I know.
It's just,
I know.
You got to switch it up a little bit.
I know. And I like it when you say my booty fat.
Yeah,
nobody listen. I don't get compliments. I'm a married woman, and everybody knows my husband.
Remember when Aisha Curry said that and they tried to kill her?
Yeah, I didn't disagree with her.
she wasn't wrong.
Listen, when you married and your husband is known, like people are mad respectful, and please continue to be mad respectful. But like sometimes you just want to be reminded that like, oh, you look bad as shit. Like, okay,
I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing being a married dude, especially when you're married and you're visible.
I guess people are respectful, but you still get comments about how much you're like attractive you are.
Not really, babe.
Really?
No, and women get weird because they don't want to be the one to get called out for being obviously like fraternizing with a married dude. So they backdoor a lot of compliments. It's very strange.
Well, you find it.
Thank you, I appreciate
You're real fine, especially right now. I don't know, switch your arms out and the brand. I don't know. It's just the dark skin. He's totally my type, y'all. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2. What is my most random or hilarious habit at home? I'm scared.
It's if you hearing a story and you get really engaged if you hear a story where someone did something stupid. It's like, yeah, man, and he sold all of his. Nah, it's like, I'll say something. I'll tell a story about someone. It's like, yeah, and then he gave away all his money. Not all his money. Her response is just a response. Yeah, and he broke up with his girl over nothing. Over nothing? She gets really engaged and she'll repeat the last thing you said. And it's not fake. She all the way in. Yeah, man, he didn't talk to his mom for 4 months after this. 4 months? And it's the same inflection. That shit is hilarious. I like that. What I do?
It's not really a habit. It's like a response. You know how like you hate the sound of people chewing?
So much.
You are the loudest chewer
I've
ever heard in my life. And I'm like,
it blows me. I gotta hear myself chewing through my own ears, man. Sometimes I stop eating because it pisses me off.
But it's just we would all be eating, like all 4 of us are eating, and he'll turn around and look at us like we're goats in a field, and I'm like, you one of the goats.
I know. I'm the goatiest goat.
There.
I know. It's so bad.
I just think it's funny because it really like irks his spirit, and I'm just like.
The kids be eating chips in the back, and I'm like, yeah, everybody throw their chips out the window. But the bag is full. I don't care. I don't care. Nah, I'm the biggest culprit. I hate that about myself.
Number 3. What's one thing you've learned to stop taking personally about me?
Tone when you're really short.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're
My
short.
tone be short. I really don't mean to be rude. I'm very big on like getting to the point. I hate, like people that like these long drawn out stories. Like, what are we talking about and why? What's the purpose of this
That
conversation?
is the equivalent of me being the loudest chewer but hating chewing. That's the same thing.
But this is the thing. I don't care if you listen to me. Like, you're actually trying to tell me, get a point across to me, and I'm like, I'm lost. Like, after the first 10 seconds, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, if you take too long to get to the point, Noémie will be like, so what are you trying to say exactly? Yeah. And I used to find that so rude. But I don't think it's rude anymore because when she take too long to get to the point, I always say, what's the point? And I can say it that way to her and she don't feel no way.
Because I'm like, I'm going off on a tangent. My bad.
Let me
go back.
Love that. It works. Yeah. It works both ways.
Yeah. I'm better, I feel like, with other people. I don't think anybody would think I was like that, like if they were to actually have a conversation with me. But just know, 20 seconds into the conversation, I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
But she
I
fully
forgot
engaged.
Your name. It's like I'm fully engaged in the flow of the conversation. But is it being committed to memory? Absolutely not. I completely forgot who you were.
I think this is a great segue into a conversation like the whole the way men and women ask questions to their friends. I got a theory about that. Like how they say men aren't invested in a conversation. I got a theory on what part of the conversation and the follow-up questions that some women are invested in.
That would be a great conversation because I don't think men talk about anything.
We do. We just talk about things very differently from you all. But
y'all don't know each other's lives for real.
No, and sometimes women are too invested in each other's lives.
That is true. Okay, this one is kind of like the last question in the last category, but it basically just says who always wants to talk it out. Who always wants to talk when the other one is tapped out? I think majority of the time it's me. I mean, it's you. I want to talk when you're tapped out. But I think that sometimes, like, you only do it when it's about business. Like, when you're, like, refreshed, that's when you want to talk logistics with me. But if you're refreshed, it's usually because I'm doing double duty and I don't give a damn. Don't talk to me about nothing. You're like, babe, let's talk about... I don't want to.
That's crazy. It's such a seesaw. The only time I'm refreshed is when you do double. The only time you refresh is when I do double. We can't go on break at the same time.
I'd be loving to see you happy, but it's just like I can't.
I understand. I'm never gonna be mad at you for that because I understand.
But I'm never mad at you for doing it. It's more like that's why I usually be like, you know what, babe? Can we talk about it later? That's usually what I say. I'll be like, can we just talk about it later?
And I don't never mind that. Sure. It's not urgent.
We made it through category 2.
Let's go.
Okay, let's move on. We ready?
Yeah.
So category 3 is then versus now. So we're going to compare. You know how much I like to take it back. We're going to compare how we were in the beginning of our relationship and where we are now.
Okay.
But it's cool. The questions are cool. Okay,
She's so excited.
I am.
I like it.
I feel like the last time we did a fun video, my mood was just like this. It was years ago. It was in the old house.
It's been a long time.
And I was just like,
where we going? Yeah, I love that episode.
We're going to
tag it. You had the straight hair. Yep. Yeah, I love that episode.
Oh, yeah, and you did the meme.
Yeah.
Describe my perfect day. Okay, wake up in the morning. What's first?
Wake up in the morning, I roll over in bed and I say, hey, baby, I'm taking Booby to my aunt's house. She gonna be taken care of for the rest of the day.
Okay.
While I'm gone, I want you to hop in the shower and get your makeup done and get ready. We Uber into the city. And we have a very nice, like, ooh, where we going?
Okay. All right. Number 1. What did you think you needed in a partner back then, but now know better?
Oh, man. You go first. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because I didn't think I needed a partner at all.
No, please go with that. Go.
Yeah, I didn't think I needed any.
He sure didn't.
Anybody for anything.
He sure didn't. We used to get into arguments, like when we first started doing the sit down talk video. Because I'm like, you look like you don't even want to be married and be in a relationship. Like every time we get on the camera, you be like, I ain't even want this.
And now look, I went out the other day and there was just a whole bunch of single women. I was like, oh God, let me go home. They just yapping. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have no interest in anything you're saying. Let me go home to my wife.
He thought this was just, like, well, it makes, I remember you said, well, it makes sense. So let's do it.
Yeah, I feel differently now.
How do you feel now?
I love it. I love it. I love being in a relationship. I love being in a partnership. I love growing together. I don't think the big moments would be as meaningful if they were just me by myself. Yeah, it means so much more to have y'all with me and pictures and when we having a good day out, you know, no tantrums and all of that. Or if me and you get the nanny and we slide off and we just have a random good night, nothing like it, man.
Yeah, I love doing life with you, boo.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of regrets in life, but getting, like, proposing to you and getting married, I've never, even in our worst moments, I've never regretted it once. Yeah. And I used to think married men were born suckers, toothless, spineless
I'm pretty sure we
suckers.
have the footage.
Yeah. Yeah, babe, whatever you want. Oh, honey, do you remember that day where, oh my God. I hope I'm not that now. I might be. If I am, don't say it. Just let me live in delusion. Because I can't.
Okay, we gonna keep that. No comment.
Yeah, keep that low.
So, what was the question? Oh yeah, what did I think back then? And what do I now know better? Back then, I thought I wanted like an alpha male, like stereotypically like alpha male, like somebody who makes all the decisions and, you know, a man that's confident and, you know, like the stereotypes, whatever. And one, I realized that I'm not going to say that person doesn't exist. But I will say that like that personality or that stereotypical personality doesn't work as well with my personality. I think like I do desire more partnership. Like, remember how, I don't know if you ever heard this saying, but like the man is the head of the household and the woman is the neck that controls where the head goes. Mm-hmm. That's what I think I want more than just like soft life. I want a man that feels comfortable in making all the decisions. Like, I love the fact that you ask for my input, but you can still make decisions with my input in mind. Like, it's not like even like financial decisions, family decisions, like when we first met, I thought I wanted you to be way more of an alpha as far as like family decisions. Yeah, I think you were great single, but relationship wise,
I think you gotta because remember, this is a mixed audience, and when you say you wanted an alpha male, you gotta be conscious of what all that means. So when you say alpha, what do you mean?
I mean, I like man who feels confident and comfortable making all the decisions for him, his family, his finances, you know, like just that.
Without input.
Input.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what you mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I think a lot of us wanted that, or at least thought we wanted that.
Yeah. So with the alpha thing, when you say alpha, it sounds like you just mean somebody who's either domineering or controlling.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I mean, I wouldn't define it as that then, but that was the stereotype. Yeah. The domineering and the controlling part comes with when you actually meet somebody like that, and what does that relationship look like? Not the stereotype of the caricature of the person.
Yeah.
And I think like I wasn't the only one. Everybody wanted the alpha male. Like we all thought we wanted the alpha male until we found out that the alpha male wasn't also emotionally aware. They were controlling and domineering.
And there's an argument that he's not really confident. You see what happens with because I don't subscribe. We're going off on a tangent, but I think this is worth it. I don't subscribe to the alpha male thing because I'm really good at seeing through men. Like, I'm really good at seeing through men. And you see how the alpha male dudes are when they're around me. What happens?
They cower.
Every single time. I don't.
It's the craziest thing to see.
I'm never gonna be little bro around them ever. Mm-mm. And what they consider themselves, I consider myself. But I don't use the term alpha because that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
But there's a difference between confidence and bravado, and there's a difference between wanting to have control versus wanting to have. There's a difference between control and leadership. You know, I've always thought that, but you can't say I wanted an alpha man on a podcast. You got your husband like a cold bitch out here.
I mean, it would have been a really good clickbait situation because they would have came here with all their assumptions, and then they would have looked at it and been like, "Oh, never mind." But no, it was the facade of knowing what to do. You know what I mean, and knowing who you are. And I think that like that's what I saw and that's what I thought it was. But you're right. It ended up being men that aren't confident, men that can't, you know, deal with a woman who's confident, you know, a woman who makes smart decisions or sometimes better decisions than the man, you know? So it's like, it turned into a thing. And that was definitely the kind of guy that I was attracted to until I met you. And I always tell you, you're the first guy that, like, shell wise, you were very similar to them, like attractive, tall, confident. You know what I mean? You exude a certain amount of confidence, and the way that other men react to you was something that was familiar to me. But then seeing how emotional you are, like, I do think you're sensitive, but not sensitive in a bad way. You know, I do think that you're super emotionally aware. Like, I don't know, it was kind of like a mind when I met you, because it didn't make sense. I never met anybody like you. So what I would say is, what I know now, like, better, is that facade, that was a facade. Like, you can't just judge, especially when you're dating or when you're attracted to somebody, you can't just kind of judge it on what you see, but like, how does their mind work? Like, how do they accept criticism? How do they accept advice? Like, those are just qualities that you'll never know until you meet somebody and you're in some type of conflict.
Shout out to benevolent patriarchy. Shout out to benevolent patriarchy.
Listen.
You can't eliminate what you're addicted to.
Okay. Next question. What's one way we've surprised each other over time? This is a good question.
I think you surprise me a lot of ways. I think your ability, and I mention this on a sit down talk all the time, just the level of accountability that you operate within.
Why is it surprising?
You weren't always like that. You weren't always like that. And just the level of just like your understanding of all the different emotional components in our relationship that exist outside of you. You're very understanding of those things, to the point where you're predictive. So you're like, you know, before I do this, I think this might affect you this way.
Yeah.
You know, and then you tap in. You don't just try to. We used to get in arguments when I used to tell her all the time, like, stop trying to narrate the way that I feel, or stop trying to predict the way that I'm going to feel. Just ask me. But now it's less, the way you predict is by asking. Like, I think this is going to be this way. What do you feel about that? And that's so much better than you doing a shot in the dark. Well, this is the way you're going to feel anyway, and being wrong, and then being unable to be moved from the fact that you're wrong.
That's the word.
Man, listen, that describes a lot of people's relationships. Like, damn, you wrong, and then you standing on business.
Yeah. That's good to hear, though. That's good to hear.
Nah,
That's some like positive reinforcement there that I appreciate. I take that, and thank you. That makes me feel good. I didn't know that I tried to do that, but I didn't know how it was actually.
Nah, it's landing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
landing.
that. I like that.
That makes all the difference in the world.
I'm trying to think what's something that's, I mean, I feel like everything surprises me about you at this point. You're a totally different person professionally. That's what I would say. I feel like I really knew you well emotionally. We had a lot of time to really build that emotional connection, but I'm very surprised where you are professionally.
Me too.
Like, what?
Yeah, me too.
And I knew you always had it in you.
I did.
But Kier is like I knew you always had it in you. Kier is a light. That's just what it is. He's a light. Everybody sees it. If you ever knew him before, like, the spotlight, and I have to clarify, because which spotlight, right? Like, is it the rapper Kier? Is it the, property management Kier that everybody loved? Is it the, educator Kier? Like, he shines wherever he goes. He's just the annoying popular guy. He's going to be popular no matter where you go. Like,
popular guy who don't even want the popularity.
You're never going to be more popular than Kier. Let's just call it what it is. I've never met somebody who doesn't love him. Even his exes love him. It's weird. It's weird. Your past situationships, the girls that you dog still love you, fam.
I didn't dog nobody.
Okay.
I ain't dog nobody.
They'll probably tell a different story.
Now that.
He's just always been like, I'm a man for the people. Like, I just do what feels good. Like, I don't care if I don't make a lot of money and blah, 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 blah. So, like, he was always that guy that had so much potential to me to be, like, bigger, but he never aspired to be there. And when things blew up, I was a little worried, because I'm like, okay, this is how we pay all of our bills. Like, I left my job. like when things don't feel right, you be like, I don't even want to do this no more. It's like, but wait, we have bills. And the professional part of it was really difficult. And I feel like the difference between Kier and I is, like, I'm the ambitious, like, go-getter. Like, I'm going to have the business plan. And Kier would just walk into a situation and it just works out. And I feel like he still has that quality about him, but he's learned to be more strategic and learned to, like, be more business minded. And I'm surprised at how quickly like you were on board, because
Yeah.
it was something that you like not just wasn't used to, but like your mind doesn't work in that way. You know, so the fact that you've been able to kind of scale the business in a way where it's still, you know, authentic, but it's also still a business. And you've done a really, really good job, especially this year, you know, accepting the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, how to pivot, how to move, you know, like when to prioritize things, you know, when you can't let emotions get in the way of business. Like you've just done a really, really good job. And I'm just surprised because, you know, that wasn't your skill set at the time.
Nah, I didn't think I could do it, to be honest.
But you did it.
Did it. Still doing
You did it.
Doing
You
a
still
good
do it.
job,
And
too.
I'm falling back.
Yeah.
Like you really handling most of it on your own.
It's a lot, man. It's definitely a 12-person operation being run by one. It's not.
Yo, it's crazy.
Do not recommend.
Yeah.
Do not recommend. Thank you. I appreciate. I what did they say? I embraced that. I received that.
I received that. Okay, next question. I like this one. If we were to meet today for the first time, what's something that would still attract you? Like you saw me as me.
Definitely genuineness. That's the first thing that attracted me to you.
Really? You think I'm still genuine?
Yeah. Remember when I first met you, I thought you were fake?
Yeah.
It's like, why you being like that? You fake. I've never met anybody who was genuinely nice that way.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you see with Noémie, that's really how she is. She's not putting on for the camera.
I love it when people call me fake. Be like, oh, Noémie's so fake. She's really not that nice. I am.
Yeah.
I really am. I've always been that way.
And what's crazy is people assume that I'm nicer than I am.
Because of me.
Yeah. Nah, it's always been that way. People think I'm nice. Like, nah, that's my wife. She's really nice. I'm not as nice as you think I am.
Yeah.
You got me mistaken, sir. But yeah, that and you got great conversation. I think that when I got you,
I'm a chatty patty.
yeah, I mean, you got to have a good conversation for us to spend all this time together. The only time we really spend away from each other is when one of us goes and picks up the kids.
Yeah.
So we're always together 24/7, 365. And that's not something I desire to do with anybody. So for me to still have words for you and still genuinely care about what you have to say and how you think, that means the conversation is very interesting. You're a great person to talk to.
Thank you.
I think that's why E's such a good conversationalist.
She really is.
She's a great conversationalist.
When I'm in the mood to hear her.
Man.
That girl chatty patty for real.
She can talk.
Yo, head off. But it's just so cool. Like to be a 7.
Wrap it up.
What was the question? Oh, something that would still attract me to you. I mean, attract you to me. Attractive, whatever. Something that I'll still find attractive about you. I was thinking physical at first. But, I mean, physically, you're still attractive. Physically, you still look very similar to how you looked when I met you. Yeah, you look pretty similar. So it's not the physical. If I were to meet you right now, I would say, I would say, like, you're still very charming. The charm is confidence. A lot of times with men, like men that I've like dated in the past or whatever, it's like they have kind of going back to the facade of like the alpha, like just the facade of confidence. Like you're just so confident. And it has nothing to do with what people tell you. Like you can get a million comments on social media and say you're the best husband in the world and you're this and you're that. Like that doesn't matter. I don't know many people that
I appreciate it, but it doesn't move me.
I don't know many people where it doesn't move me, because
I
it
don't know
definitely
either.
moves me. When people are like, oh my God, you're such a good mom. I'm like, for real? Like really? You see it? And it's like with you, you're so authentically you. And it's like, it's not even just an attractive thing, but it like helps build my confidence.
Yeah?
Yes. You're like the biggest confidence boost. Somebody once said, it was Monique, our stylist. She was just like, it's something about the way, she was talking to somebody else. She was like, it's something about the way Noémie's face lights up whenever Kier walks into a room. And it's like, ever since she said that, like I literally feel my spirits lift. Like when you give me a confident, when you give me a compliment or something, and it's just like, you're so in tune with yourself and with me. Like I don't think that you do this with other people, but like with us, like you have this way of showing me like I'm the only person that matters. And like that's, people act like that, but like you really do it. Like you really feel that way. And I don't know, it's just something about, you're just so charming to me. Like you could look at me in a certain way and I'll forget what I'm saying. Like I'll lose my words. It's just like, why is he looking at me like that? Like, what you trying to do? You know?
Well, so what you trying to get into?
Listen, we can wrap this shit up right now. But like, you still make me feel that way. And we've been together for what, 11 years? That's kind of crazy because I don't, listen, I don't know what I look like on the internet, but I was out here too. You know what I mean? I was like big chick in the, whatever, in the place. I don't know. I was bagging men too. And it's just like, he just, you know, I'm just really attracted to you. I really enjoy being around you. And you make me feel like I'm the only person that matters. You really do. What's that Bruno Mars song? Just the Way You Are? Like, when I'm around you, that's how it makes me feel.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if I see that every day, but it's good to have that in the back of the skull, knowing that it exists out there in the world.
The way that I be cutting people off, like right and left, I really do feel that way about you still.
Yeah, I'm quick.
Everybody get on my nerves, but not you for some reason.
It ain't nothing to cut that off.
Okay.
Snip.
We're not gonna get through all of this. Okay, fire rap.
Come on.
What is it?
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We are still in then versus now. This is the last question.
Okay.
What's something that would totally annoy you if you weren't already together? Well, we already talked about the chewing.
What's something that would annoy me if we weren't already together?
Yeah, something that I do that would annoy you, like completely if we weren't already together. Like things that you're like, that's just who she is. Like it is what it is. But in the beginning, you're like, please stop now.
Probably the level of planning, like the type A-ness.
It doesn't annoy you anymore?
I don't see it no more. It's such a part of who you are. I can't see it anymore.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, kind of on the same lines, the lack of planning. I don't care anymore. Like, before I'd be like, what do you mean you didn't do this? It's in 2 weeks. What's happening? It's never going to get done. You don't love me. You don't care about our family. I'm not important to you anymore. Now I'm just like, Kier's going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, I'm just going to do what I want.
It's going to be okay.
It'll be, and it's always fine.
It's always fine.
Always fine. That's what happens when the type A planner marries the man who flies by the seat of his pants and everything works out. Yeah.
And see, I was about to go on a tangent, but I'm not. It's okay.
We're done with the category. Moving on. We got two more. All right. Okay, so this one is a little bit deep.
All right.
No tangents.
No tangents.
Me too.
You especially.
You ain't got to do all that.
I'm just saying. Just for clarification.
So this category is in my feelings. Okay. When do you feel most supported by me?
When you just come, you realize that I'm having a tough time, and you just come and you just give me a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just about me in that moment.
Yeah.
That's when I feel the most supported.
Yeah. I feel the most supported when you let me vent. When you just let me. I have nobody to vent to without somebody telling me that what I'm venting about is not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I hate when people do that to people.
Everybody tells me that.
That blows me. Yeah, that blows me.
Or when people be like, calm down. I'm calm. Like, I'm just venting. I love that about you. Okay, number 2. What's something that I do that still gives you butterflies, even if you don't say it? You don't get butterflies. I know.
Nah, I don't think I get butterflies. What's
like something that you're like, damn, like that's my boo.
Certain ways that you look, like if we going out and you got an outfit that you feel really confident in.
That makes you feel good?
Yeah, it makes me feel good to know that you feel good.
No, it has
or something you do for me.
Yeah, or something that I do that makes you feel good. Like that's about you. Okay, I'll answer the question. Okay, go ahead.
I can't sit on the sit down talk.
Use appropriate language, but
I can't.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like how we be starting?
Chill, son.
That don't mean nothing.
That means everything. What you think? That's so slick that nobody knows what that means?
It could be different things. People start in different ways.
Babe, no, that's obvious. Like,
but is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting all our business
Listen,
on the
we
internet.
married.
God,
where do you think them kids came from? Okay. Something that you do that still gives me butterflies. Kind of what you said when you just look at me when I know I look good and you look at me and you did it in the last sit down talk. It's just the way that you look at me sometimes when you just like real into me.
I can't tell when I'm doing it
because it's not on purpose. It's just like I can see it in your eyes. No. You see, when you try to do it, you just look weird now. But no, it's like when you really feeling me, it's like, oh, okay, I still.
Oh, when I said you look edible.
Yeah. I love it when you do that because for real, still okay. Well, let me give you something to eat then. Okay.
Put it on the plate.
Okay. Okay, number 3. Okay, what's one way that I've helped you grow emotionally?
By modeling resilience. You don't let things get you down too much. You're really good at when things happen, letting the feeling exist, but also trying to find a way to pivot and still get something out of the situation.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of that from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also speaking up for myself for what I want.
Yeah, I love that. Wow, really?
Yeah, I didn't grow up in an environment where it was okay to speak up for what you want. You just kind of get what you get and be grateful.
Yeah. One thing about you that's helped me grow emotionally, it's like I feel like I'm a performative person for the most part. Like I feel like I've been taught how to speak to people, how to make people feel, like my responses and my like place in life is based off of other people. Like if I make this person feel important, they'll give me a job. If I'm, really nice to this person and show up for this person, they'll be my friend. Like it's just a very performative way to live, and you are absolutely not that, to the point where I thought you were weird for not being that way. And seeing you just be yourself is teaching me how to be myself.
Oh wow.
And it's like it's also teaching me that I don't know shit about myself for real. Like the way that I see myself isn't always how I come across.
No. Rarely is it the way you come across.
Yeah, and it's just like being more curious about who I am and how I come across. That's never really been something that I was concerned about outside of like the performance piece. It's just like getting to know you is helping me get to know myself.
Oh wow.
Is that deep?
That's very deep.
But it's true. It's true. Okay, the last one in this category, almost done. The last one in this category is, what's your love language and has it changed? It always changes.
Yeah, I think.
What's your love language right now?
What was my love language when we first met? I don't believe
Physical
anyone
touch.
has one love language. I just think we have.
It was absolutely physical touch, and that's it. It was definitely not
Physical
words of
touch.
affirmation.
I think it's more words of. It's still physical touch.
Yeah.
I'm a little touched out because of the kids now, but it's physical. It's still physical touch, but I think the words of affirmation takes up more space now.
Yeah.
Because I get words of affirmation from the world all the time. Like, it's hundreds of comments. You're the best. You're great husband, great father, great this, great that. And I appreciate it all. But when it comes from someone who knows you and loves you, it hits differently. And it sticks to you in a different way. So I think words of affirmation, I need that more from the people who know me intimately now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think mine has changed too. I think mine was always like acts of service. And I think it was words of affirmation too from you. It wasn't physical touch, but now it's completely changed. It's a lot more physical touch. Like physical touch that's focused on me. You know what I mean? Like that, and gifts.
Gifts is starting to become bigger for me too.
To the point where I don't even know like what I want. It's such a new like love language that I don't even know how to be here. I just know that I like it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to ask. I don't know what I want because I've never been asked what I want, but I do want something.
Belief sent me like $50 for my birthday, and it meant the world to me. I was like, dog, somebody gave me money that I didn't have to work for.
Yeah.
That's just such a rare thing.
Give me
for
gift
me.
cards.
Yeah.
Give me gift cards
I really
for food and
appreciated
Sephora.
Look at us getting through these
Yes,
joints.
we got one last category. Okay, if you really knew me. So this one is like, if you really know me, you know blank.
All right.
Okay?
All right. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Rapido.
If you really knew me, you know I need blank to feel okay.
Space.
Yep. I was going to say the same for you. Yeah. You need like space outside of us. You need to be outside to be okay. Agreed? Number 2. If you really knew me, you know I struggle with blank in relationships.
Not transparency, like vulnerability.
Yeah. Yeah.
You struggle with vulnerability.
Yeah. For you, I would say you struggle with letting people know you need them in relationships. Yeah. Because you need people, but it's weird to say. I mean, I think it's weird for everybody.
And I also don't know how to. I don't always know how to show it, so I gotta be really strategic and really what's the I word everyone overuses all the time? Intentional.
Oh God, I'm so sick of that.
Such an overused word.
Like, you don't even know what that means.
I got to be really intentional about letting people know that I need them now.
Yeah,
it's been working for me.
Yeah, it has. It has. I'm proud of you. I see it. Okay, number 3. If you really knew me, you know I'm working on blank.
You really working on your sense of self-identity.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's something you're working on.
Yeah. For you, I don't know if you would say this word, but you're working on harmony. I think for so long you're trying to balance things. You're trying to find
a harmonious like pitch here with the life thing.
Yep.
Results may vary.
But the work, you're never going to reach it. It's a constant thing, but it's a lot better to reach.
I think that's the frustrating part for me. I think in my mind I want to reach it, but it's not a goal to reach. It's just a pitch to strike.
Yep. Last one.
All right.
If you really knew me, you know I dream of blank for us. What do you think I dream for us?
It used to be more kids.
It's not that anymore.
Praise God. It's somewhere between health, happiness, and success. If it's not, I mean, I'd be scared to be wrong.
It's actually not that.
What is it? I don't know if I know the answer for you.
Because I don't know the answer for you.
Yeah.
So I'll answer it for myself. I dream for a level of peace for us. I think we could be successful, but I think we might reach a level where we're like, you know what, we're good. We don't want to move forward. But I think right now we're in this place like we're trying to figure out how far do we go and how hard do we, how fast do we run to get there. And this is the first time in our life where I feel like I don't really know where it's going to go, but I hope that we're at peace with whatever decision that we make. And I always tell people, like, here's going to be Oprah. I be saying it, but like, I really do see it.
I don't know if I want to be Oprah.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Just because I see it or just because like there's a path, like I would say like, Kier's going to be on a talk show. Like, I don't know if that's something that we want to do, but I do dream that wherever we end up, it's just like it works because our family will always be a priority. Our relationship will always be a priority. And like, I just don't know what it looks like where that harmony is achieved, like where on that level of success we'll be at. And I don't care where it is, as long as you and I and the kids are okay.
Yeah, I think my answer is somewhere in between. I didn't think peace until you said it. So between peace, health, good health. I like the idea of harmony, but I think I'm gonna replace harmony with just being content.
Yeah.
Because you can have happiness ain't. Listen, man, happiness not always available to you.
Yeah.
Like happiness isn't a thing that you can always manufacture, that you can always see, that you can always understand or embrace in real time. But I'm fine if I'm not happy. I'm fine being content. I'm fine being satisfied with the things that I have in the place that I am.
I agree.
Yeah.
I never say my goal is to be happy anymore because you can't, life isn't about happiness.
It's such a moving target.
But it's about like being content where you at.
Yeah.
Like where you at. If you're in a low point, knowing that it's only going to be there for a while. And if you're in a happy time, knowing that you're only going to be on this high for a certain amount of time before it dips again. And how are you going to make sure you're okay?
Yeah.
And I feel like we're saying the same thing, for the most part. And
I never thought about that question, like what I want for my family overall. Where do I see us?
I just started thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because of everything that's been happening, how fast everything's been happening.
I'm so stuck in the present and just trying to survive the present and making sure I'm prepared for the present. I don't think I think that far to the future. And also, our present changes so fast that it's impossible to predict what the future's going to look like.
This part is the juggling act because while you want to stay in the present, what are you doing this for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, what does it all culminate to?
What is this for? Is this for, if we want to show, there's a certain way to move if we want to show. We're only going to do social media for so long. What's the next trajectory
what
from
happens
there?
after that?
Because it's always changing, it's always on my mind. So because it's always changing and because it's on my mind, I'm like, okay, I know that I will feel good when I feel like we're at peace. When I feel like we're good with the amount of money that we have going in, we feel good about what this is going to look like. We're not in the middle of writing a book, planning a show, doing the things like.
That's the thing. I think we're always going to be in the middle of doing something.
Then I need to find peace with that.
Yeah.
But I also need to know what it looks like because we got kids. It can't be like we're going to be in Chicago for this year and then New York for this year. And even if
we
it
need
is,
stability.
But even if it is, if I'm at peace with that, if we've decided that that's just what we're going to do, I'm cool. But I think it's just because like now I'm like, oh, we got this house. I'm going on a tangent, but I'm going to land it. We might not live here. You might get an opportunity where we have to pick up and move. So it's like, okay, well, maybe right now isn't the time to think about a forever home. You know, maybe it's like okay, maybe we're going to have those kids that get to live everywhere and experience life. And, you know, like nothing is bad. It's just something that I've never even imagined.
Hard to grasp.
Yeah. Or like just even envision. So it's like,
That's
it's
what I
nothing.
meant,
Yeah. But it's nothing that I'm not down for. But it's like, I really don't know what I don't know.
And the things that I don't know the amount of space that they take up is infinite. There's so much yet to, you know, and
that's why I desire peace. I don't need to know everything. I don't need to be happy with every decision. I just want to, you know, be content. I think that's good.
I always say, as long as we got our health, everything else will figure itself out.
Yeah.
The health is the one thing you can't, when your health is not good, it's all bad.
Yeah.
Don't matter how much money you make, no matter what your success trajectory is, no matter how great your relationship is, if your health is not good, man, it throws everything off balance.
Awesome.
So,
guess what?
We done?
We're only 15 minutes over.
How you know?
Because you said something about wanting to end
at
11:15
and it's 11:30.
It's actually 14 minutes.
So this was dope, man. This was a lot of fun. I had my concentration face on today because I was really trying to think about what my answers were and be thoughtful.
Your forehead
was all wrinkly. But for you and your relationship or your friendship or your parenthood child relationship, I think this would be a really good idea to ask some of these questions, because it's one thing to have a conversation with somebody and get an idea of what their interpretation of you is or what your interpretation of them is. But when you play a game, you start finding out stuff that you wouldn't normally come across in just average, you know, back and forth convo. So what did you discover when we had these conversations? What did you think about? What popped up in your brain? Did you sprout an aha moment, self-discovery, anything? Make sure you put that in the comments down below. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Super thank you to the repeat offenders who have always been here and continue to show up.
7 years strong, man.
That is insane.
This is supposed to be the rocky part of our relationship. You still feeling it?
we had the 7-year itch with the Sit Down Talk pod.
You still around?
I think we doing all right. I think we in a good place.
I'm gonna let the people tell us. Tell us. You tell us where we at.
Tell us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Y'all be careful. Peace.